Good morning, everyone. Let me also extend my welcome to this year's ECB. I'm really regretful that I'm not there. This is the first ECB over the last 5 years while I've been chair of the board that I am not attending. Unfortunately, my work schedule with my board of directors took me out of the country, and I'm here with you in spirit and also through this video. As I reflect back on the way in which I got introduced to Skills, we at Hyatt were a client first. And my team kept coming to me and saying how extraordinary the work that Skills was doing was and how effective it was. So I started to learn more and more, and then I was asked to become board chair and was so impressed with the focus on data and tracking and making sure that we were clearer about what meant success. The one thing that will always stick with me is when Marquise Pitts, a young man from West Garfield Park, got up and spoke at our ECB a few years ago. He was placed through Skills to Rush Presbyterian Hospital. And this young man got up and spoke with such force and power and authenticity that the entire room was riveted, me included. And the thing that really stood out to me was in his talk, he talked, of course, about the opportunity that he saw in front of him, how he was applying himself to it, and he really was. And he came back a couple of years later to tell us about his advancement. But what I will tell you is the thing that really knocked me over was when he said, and I have every intention of staying in West Garfield Park because I want to be a part of building this community. And I want other people who are in my position to find their way into the workforce so that they can have a better life. They can actually start a career. And that commitment to the neighborhood was extraordinary because really the ultimate impact is community impact. The individual impact is very clear and very heartwarming and very emotionally engaging. It's also true that over time, we cannot have this be a brain drain of talent out of the communities and neighborhoods of Chicago. It's got to be an animating force to help build those communities. And Marquise hit the nail on the head. So that will always stand out as a perfect example of what we aspire to do at Skills. But 5 years have passed, and it's time for me to actually pass the baton as chair of the board along to Manika Turnbull. Manika has been my vice chair for years, and she's extraordinary. With respect to leadership, it's the empathy that she's able to bring to bear in how she understands what's going on and what's needed, but also understands that the organization needs to be run very efficiently and effectively, and she can do both. That's super powerful. The ability to have your heart and mind working together is essential to this work, and she's got a superpower in that. And I'm so excited that she's going to be leading the way on the board at Skills. So Manika, first of all, thank you for supporting me as my vice chair for so long and being a great friend and advisor, and congratulations.
Dr. Manika Turnbull is a dynamic leader with over 15 years of experience in human resources, diversity, and corporate social responsibility. As the Senior Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer at Healthcare Service Corporation, she leads strategic HR initiatives for more than 20,000 employees, driving organizational transformation and fostering an inclusive work environment. Dr. Turnbull's leadership has earned her several prestigious accolades, which reflect her dedication to advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion within her organization and across industries. In addition to her corporate leadership, Dr. Turnbull has played a pivotal role in advancing health equity and economic mobility in underserved communities. With a doctorate in organizational leadership, she's a passionate advocate for education, mentorship, and workforce development. Today, we are thrilled to welcome Dr. Manika Turnbull as the new board chair of Skills for Chicagoland's future. Her dedication to empowering others aligns perfectly with our mission, and we look forward to the impact she will make in this role.